Hey, Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the conjunction of Sun, Moon, and Venus. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So first of all, what do you need to understand this conjunction? What's very important that you see the degrees of the conjunction to see how close these planets are in proximity in the houses. Very important to see this. It's also extremely important to see the element that this is placed in. So you want to see the sign placement of this conjunction along with the house. This will all be very important to see in the chart, and any aspects can alter this as well. It's also important to understand the nature of Sun, Moon, and Venus. So, Sun represents our relationship with father figures, authority in our lives. It represents our ability to rise in power and status. It is all about our reputation, the ego, the self esteem, our sense of confidence. It is also all about our creative expression, our intelligence, our brilliance. Sun shows our connection with the soul, with the higher self. This is a very important placement in the chart. The moon also represents our relationship with a motherly figure in our lives. All of the nourishment and security that we receive is seen through the moon. Moon also represents our thoughts, feelings, emotions, desires. It rules over the mind, so it has a lot to do with how we react, respond, and relate to the environment around us, how we were raised and brought up, all of the values that were instilled in us. So, therefore, how we perceive the world around us. The moon has a lot to do with our relationships, how we show emotions, affection with others is very important to be seen under the moon's placement. Venus represents our relationships, all forms of relationships, but especially it represents marriage and romantic partnerships. And in a male's chart in particular, it represents the girlfriend or the wife in the chart as well. Venus is all about the pleasure, about comfort, convenience, sensuality, all of the things that bring us a sense of pleasure in life is seen through Venus. Venus represents beauty, art, aesthetics. It is all about creative expression. Entertainment is seen through Venus. Venus is a very social planet. It's all about connecting and creating close bonds and connections with others around us. Venus is also a planet of our wealth. It is all about spending, again, all about our enjoyment. So, very important to see this. Along with this, Venus rules over childbirth. It is very much connected with children and with our relationships. So, what happens then when we have a conjunction of Sun, Moon, and Venus in the chart? Well, this tends to make you a very creative person with this conjunction, sometimes even coming from the parents, because Sun and Moon, again, both represent our parental figures in our life. So, parents could have brought you up in life with very creative ideas, wanting to approach life in a creative way. They taught you how to see from different perspectives with this placement to find innovative solutions to problems. If Venus holds the lowest degree in this conjunction, this can especially make the parents themselves very creative and artistic as well. This can also make you a very desire oriented individual, also. You're all about comfort, convenience, beauty, enjoyment with this placement. This huge influence of Venus here definitely means that you want to experience the pleasures of life. This becomes very important to you. This can also show that you are very relationship oriented as well, that relationships become of value to you. This is especially true again when Venus is holding the lowest degree in this conjunction. Venus is also a planet of healing, and Sun is related to medicine and wellness as well. So, this could make you an excellent healer, someone who's very service oriented, who wants to help those in need. At the same time, if this is not well placed in the chart, this could also make you very much oriented towards helping yourself first before others. So, you want to see very carefully how is this placed in the chart. This can also make you very skilled with the use of money as well. Again, Venus is all about wealth. Now, of course, if this is not in a positive position in your chart, there can be issues related to finances as well. Particularly if Venus is in a combustion with the sun, there can be some issues with losing wealth in this conjunction. It's very important to see which of these planets is holding the lowest degree or which of these planets has the strongest dignity in this conjunction becomes very important. So again, if Venus is holding the lowest degree, it can make you very relationship oriented, very creative, very much focused on the beauty, on the enjoyment of life. This can also make you a very compromising person, very devotional, very balanced in your approach towards relationships. If you have the sun at the lowest degree, it can make you very much oriented towards creativity and self-expression. But specifically, this becomes about status, about recognition. So this can make you very oriented towards moving in this direction for the sake of obtaining higher status. This placement can make you very status oriented in your approach to relationships as well. This can be very prominent in the horoscope. Sometimes, depending upon how this is placed, again, you want to see the sign placement aspects, all of this comes into the picture, but this could also create some sense of selfishness even with this placement. Particularly if Venus is not placed well in this conjunction in a very tight combustion, this can cause some issues in your personal relationships. If moon holds the lowest degree, then this is again going to make you a very creative, expressive person. The emotions come into this very strongly in this scenario. So you put your whole emotional expression into your creativity. You become very passionate and you are able to express your thoughts, your feelings through art and creativity. This placement also can make you very romantic, very relationship oriented, again, approaching relationships based on emotion. This placement tends to do well in the signs of Sagittarius and Pisces in particular. Especially Pisces, where Venus gets exalted, this can be a very prominent placement for you. In the sign of Scorpio, Moon gets debilitated, and Venus is not too happy in this sign. So, this can be a very challenging position where there can be some heavy emotions coming into the picture here. Definitely, there is a need to look at the dignity and strength of all three of these planets. In most scenarios, there's going to be one of these planets that comes out as strongest in the conjunction. So, very important to see this. But ultimately, it makes you a very devotional person, very creative, very expressive, and very oriented towards wanting to have a comfortable and stable life. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.